Hey everyone. It's been a while since I made a video like this, but one of the things that's been coming to my mind a lot has been what is different about whenever someone co-regulates with us or we co-regulate with someone else, either in the role of a friend or for people who are therapists as a therapist, and help them process their emotions. How is that different from when someone dumps their anger on us and their unprocessed emotions on us? Why is it so damaging and hurtful whenever someone dumps it on us, but it can be very co-regulating and healing whenever we process with somebody else, when we co-regulate with someone else? And I think, this is my theory, and this is very hard to test, right? So this is my theory, is that whenever somebody dumps their unprocessed trauma on us, they are dumping something that they have not themselves been able to process. So they're dumping it in an unprocessed way on us, and it's so far below their conscious, so it's subconscious, that they don't have access to heal it themselves. How are we going to be able to help them heal? Right? So for people who are, I suspect in my own case, as a victim of narcissistic abuse, that the person who abused me had a lot of trauma from her past, but she never processed and digested it. So she lived in this perpetual state in which she was dumping anger, shame, blame. And I didn't know where this was coming from. It was definitely not fairly directed at me. And so I could not process all of that. Really, what she needed to have done instead is to have processed her past, thrown anger at the people who hurt her, even if I'm talking about verbally ventilating, like in therapy, talking about it, being angry. But there was by her throwing it on me and dumping it on me, it didn't actually help her, and it hurt me instead. And I think that is the big difference between when somebody dumps something on you that they don't even know that's what they're doing. It's so far below their subconscious. And instead, when somebody actually becomes aware of their pain, brings it to the surface, and is able to start taking it out and unpacking it a little bit. And so then the other person can help them co-regulate in some way, process this, grieve together. So that way the pain isn't only on one person, but it's kind of spread a little bit, and the other person's helping them with it. So this is why it's so important. We cannot heal people. People have to want to heal. They have to be ready to heal. But we cannot heal people by staying in relationships that are abusive to us. The only thing that's really happening is that they're continuously throwing their pain on us, and that pain's never going to end for them because they're throwing it on the wrong person. They're using the wrong process to get it out of their system. It is a process that they're going to have to keep repeating because they're going to be so dysregulated. It isn't a process that's actually going to help them. And so when somebody tries to throw something on you, this is where boundaries are so important. Like being able to put a stop to it means that you are not going to be hurt in the same way. That you're not going to have to process their unprocessed trauma and then have it in you, like you're completely dysregulated because you cannot even process this. That can't go on. You have to be able to put a stop to it. Okay, so co-regulating is, yes, sometimes you're sharing your pain, you're putting it out there, but it is very close to your conscious awareness. And so the other person can help you process and digest that. But when somebody's dumping it, or if you're dumping it on someone else, that actually isn't being delivered in a way that can be digested. And so that is what makes it so problematic and why it results in so much hurt and pain.